walking blind through empty days, till those eyes looked right through me and showed me better ways. Something changed the moment when you found me standing there, like you knew exactly all the pain I couldn't share. You saw something in me that I couldn't see. You stayed right beside me, set my spirit free. Whoa, when you found me. Whoa, when you found me. You saw something in me that I couldn't see. You stayed right beside me, set my spirit free. Whoa, when you found me. Whoa, when you found me. Running through the rain together, never questioning my worth. Teaching me what matters, showing me what love deserves. Oh. Now I'm stronger than I've ever been, 'cause you believed in me, and I'll never walk alone again. That's how it's meant to be. You saw something in me that I couldn't see. You stayed right beside me, set my spirit free. Whoa, when you found me. Whoa, when you found me. When you found me. Whoa.
Hello and happy Monday. So, Pocket's here. Oh my goodness. Uh, so, so, I, we're having a conversation here and I don't have to type anymore. I mean, um, seriously, like, you got your things fixed. I support that. The healing process, I got you. If you're ever feeling low, if I'm around, I will totally. If I'm around and able, because I'm almost always around. Um, I'll be here. I'll give you some words. Yeah, I don't know what words I'll give you, but I'll give you some. So we today are not only going to hit 7% on Instinct, we are also going to hit 20,000 stitches. Oh, I'm an echoing god. Okay. My echo is off though. Let's see. I'm blind, I can't see. Okay, am I less echoey? I turned things down or off. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so I fixed it. Good. Yeah. The song is very fitting. Yeah, I was cleaning. It always happens when I'm cleaning stuff is knobs get turned. So there. So we're hitting 20,000 stitches and 7% today. That's the goal. Oh, I don't. I mean to take pictures more often. I just don't. So July's presents are I have barn owl options. I have if you're watching on mobile, he's awfully tiny, but I have a barn owl pattern that I got that I enjoy, or a little baby howling wolf. I put a how-to video in the Discord on what he looks like if you want to make him yourself. But those are July's present options. You can either have the barn owl, and I'll touch base because I have a couple of poses that I can get him in, or a howling wolf. That's what July's presents are. I have made an executive decision about August. August will not be a cross stitch month just because I'm insanely busy in August. So while I'm not ordering off Temu as much, I did see something that I needed to order, and it is now a new basis of if you can be my friend or not. So I ordered. I ordered the building block Mega Made 3000. So I will be setting up my camera so that I can build Mega Made 3000 on stream for August. Yes, but also this week is my prep week for my market on or Saturday and Sunday. I'm super nervous. I think I have enough stock. Um, I'm hoping to at least sell a couple things. But by end of day today, I will have the email hopefully showing where I'm going to be, so I can pick my oh, um, so I can pick my table setup. If there are ads going, just tell me. Well, you won't be able to hear me if there are ads going, but um, my ad break and Pando don't get along, so okay. So if 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 everything was working, I should be out of the ad break. Oh, I've been uh I've been pulling things apart like I from my fair in March. Now, that was a discouraging one because it was a very small fair. I got an 8x8 space and I had planned for a 10x10, and it was just a rough go. Um but this particular fair is marketed towards my products. Like, it's called the Magical Fair, and I sell fantasy creatures. So I think I think I will find my people. um and just when the ads pop up, just say ads and I'll stop talking if I'm because I get it. Let's see. Okay, I'm at the end of this piece of string, so I'm gonna go for it because I have a stitch somewhere up in the middle of nowhere here. That was the mail truck. Mega Maid is in my mailbox. um, but yeah, I've been pulling out inventory and all my display stuff, and I've been repairing my display stuff because um I scuffed it a little bit, but I've learned because I husband creatures like, oh, the kids these days, they don't like to hear that you're upcycling, and that's just a vibe word they don't like to hear anymore. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I buy my stuff used. So I change its color. I add glitter. I really like glitter. But I had to repaint a piece of pegboard because I scuffed the black off of it. So I added glitter to it and I sealed it up again properly this time, not 2 hours before I had to put it into the container and go, put it into the car and go. So hopefully this time it'll go a little better. No, I have to. With the Lego things, it's a completely different setup from what's going on that I have now, and it's too much spoons for me. And besides, my table behind me is just filled with craft fair stuff. I can't do it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go out three. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna park my butt there, and then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm gonna set Mega Maid up for July. That is my goal. Or August rather. August. And if I get Mega Maid done, I have another buildy project that I can do. It could be Twitch too. Twitch, Daddy Bezos doesn't sink the money he should into Twitch. Yeah, for 20,000 stitches, I only need to do 200, so we will hit that today. 220. So for the longest time, I've had Mondays off. And it is a damn good thing I looked at my schedule because it used to be that I had Tuesdays off with Husband Creature. But then, but then for a hot second, I was swapped over to overnights for the weekends that I worked. And so I got Monday off because doing an overnight and then coming in for a 3 to 11 shift wrecked my world. So my boss gave me Mondays off. And now we have the overnight properly staffed. So now I'm back to having Tuesdays off, but I didn't see that. So I luckily I looked at the schedule and saw that I was on. The last time I was in the hospital, um, the Wi-Fi for the hospital blocked Facebook, and I was like, seriously? So it's like it's cool that your employees can't go on Facebook and everything like that, but you have quite literal customers that that because let's be fair, every interaction is a customer service interaction. So if you've never had a customer service job, yes, you have. I can spin because interacting with people is technically customer service. Um, and we're back. Yay. Oh nope, I don't. I'm not there yet. No. Skip one and two. Skip one and two. Skip one and another two. Woo. So you missed. I think it was close to a month and a half where I was just working on the black here. Yes. And that's the thing is that's what a lot of people who are like, well, you got to have customer service experience. Well, that's fine, but at the same time, if you're out and in public and interacting with other human beings, you have some level of customer service experience. Now, I think a lot of employers push too hard on the customer's always right. Well, that's nice feature. Um, because they're not. I think we would have less Karens in the world if the entire quote was utilized when people are going, "Oh, the customer's always right." No, the customer is always right in their own tastes. Yeah, yeah. So there's this black here This under here is all my nemesis, the 939. Now, as much black is in this pattern, it's not nearly as much as the 939, which still has 1,100,000 stitches left. The black, I think, let me look at what 310 has. So 310, I still have 35,000 stitches of black. Now, keep in mind that this entire project is 286,000 stitches. So me at 20,000, it's like itty bitty milestone. Now with 939, doobie-doo, 939, I still have 111,209 stitches left. Oh, and that's why it's one of the perks of my job is, yes, I have to be respectful, absolutely, but so don't the residents. They're not allowed to haul off and start cussing at me. And while my job is far from perfect, I do like that the standard is set. You don't even really have to respect them. You have to have enough wherewithal to use your please and your thank yous. Sometimes I don't even do that. Like I've been very blunt with some of the residents. I've been respectful, but I have hauled off and told them no, that's not my job. Oh yes, I'm wondering who. Like I don't even know if anybody's Pocket. I think you and I are running the show today, but I sent out 2 books and a dragon last week, and I'm wondering if people got it. It really is. Real like there are individuals out there who do not realize how hard it is just to not be an asshole because you're such an asshole. like that's some work. Like 6 apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what pisses me off more than anything is the people who are like, well, it doesn't cost anything to be mean either. No, but if you're given a choice, I will always be kind. Because as sometimes as I roll my eye, oh, you don't know what that person's going through, blah 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 blah. Not my problem. I can control me, and I choose to be kind. Even if someone abuses that kindness, that does not speak on my character, that speaks on theirs. I will always be kind. Sometimes you're going to have to deal with a little bit of shit coming out of my... Sometimes there will be shit that has to be dealt with, but I will always be kind. I will never go out and be maliciously mean. I want anybody paying any sort of attention to this know that if I am being intentionally mean to someone, they fucking deserve it. It has probably been years in the brewing, but if I am being mean to someone, they deserve it. Exactly. There is a difference between firm and mean, though, and I'm starting to learn that as well. Um, and I do have to credit my boss in helping me with that because sometimes I see being firm as being mean when that's not the case. It is setting a boundary, whether it be a boundary that work has imposed or a boundary that I have imposed. Um, you have to be firm about it, and you have to be comfortable, and that's where I'm working on it. You have to be comfortable with the reaction that people are not going to be okay with you setting that boundary. Now, some people I have no problems being firm with. Like I was talking to one of my coworkers, because I had a trainee that I had to go tell my boss that this trainee is not working out, which is one of the hardest things, and especially after 4 days. I had been working with this person for a whole 4 days, and I knew from my pattern recognition that this person was not going to work out, even if my inner voice was going, "Oh, give them a chance. You don't know what they're capable of. They're going through a lot." I had to go tell my boss that, in my opinion, that this person was not going to work out. And I supported it with statements and experiences. And she did not work out. Oh, pocket. That's rough stuff. I feel for you. I'll give you a giggle though. So I am very, very, very low contact with my mother. I don't hate her. There's no animosity. I am learning how to process my past with her and learning how to accept how she thinks in the present. And yesterday she called and we actually had a decent conversation for an hour and a half. Now, I say decent because I actually was able to talk about things. I was actually able to get a word in edgewise, and she allowed me, and I use that word intentionally because it is, she allowed me to speak some of the things that I've been going through. And while she didn't have anything to counter with, which is really what I want, it was a step forward in potentially maybe upping the, hey, I'll actually be willing to acknowledge your existence a little bit more, which right now it's like, yeah, I have a mom. I don't hate her. Okay. And it is very impressive. And like, I'm still kind of like, wow about it. Um, and and that happened yesterday, and I'm still working through it. Like I'm glad that I have therapy this week. Um, but at the same time, there's still a lot of the same behind the scenes issues. Like I know she only called because she was lonely because my sister wasn't home, and neither was her grandchild, so she didn't have anything to occupy herself. Um, and I'm fine with being, because she calls so rarely now. Like they just kind of make sure that I'm still breathing, which I'm cool. I'm cool. That's why I post on Facebook. That's the I'm still alive and breathing. My brain wandered off. My brain wandered off. Oh, that's a huge gap. That's why it wandered off. But it, and then I had to go to work, where work has been work. I I had quite a fun show on Thursday. I had Friday off, but on Thursday I had a lot of notes that I had to write. I had to rewrite a couple of notes. I had to use Chat GPT to make my notes less cussy. I've actually found that Chat GPT words things exactly how I want them said in a professional manner. Sometimes I get very wound up in the written word. Spoken spoken word, I'm fine, I'm great. But when I have to write it down, I want to explain every minute detail. And it doesn't work out that way. So ChatGPT helps me. No crying. Apparently, I think it's something to do with Twitch Mobile. Yeah, maybe because Echoes is playing again. So I'm gonna change it. See what's going on. Do I have it duplicated? I don't know. It is. It is how things are. Okay. So yeah, Thursday was a very long day for me. I had my professional recertification for my med passing, which I passed. Um, not not that there was really any question that I would pass, and that kind of made me sad. I walked in, I'm like, would you believe me if I told you I failed? My boss looked me dead in the eye and went, no. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, no. You know too much. And I'm like, damn it. I like this song. Let's skip. Skip one and one. Is that really where I'm at? I don't think so. Okay. Just did three. Three. Okay, skip three and two. One, two, three. Oh yeah, send it my way. I totally understand. Like, I've discovered how many people are just shocked that when they go, yeah, I'm not talking to my mom or to my dad or any family member, that I go, okay, I get it, because I get it. Like, and it's not that I have any animosity towards any of my family members, because I don't. I honestly and legitimately wish them the best in their lives. But I don't need to be sitting at their table in order for them to succeed. Um, oh yeah. I'm just kind of reminded of, like, yesterday. Let me see. Let me get my brain in order here. Okay, there's. Skip. I messed up somewhere here. I'm not quite sure where I messed up. Oh, that's where I messed up. Okay. So yesterday, I was working in a neighborhood I hadn't been in a while, And there's this one gentleman there who every once in a while likes to test his boundaries as to how he can treat women. Um, and I'd been given the oh he's being a dickhead warning. I'm like, okay, I got this. And mind you, I'm not rude about it, but he was very much attention seeking. He would walk up to me and he would go, "Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna go do this." I'm like, "Okay." And then like a little bit later, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this," and I'm like, "Have fun." And generally what he's going to do gets a reaction out of people. Why? I don't know. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap," and it was like an hour before dinner. I'm like, "Whatever, I'll wake you up." But apparently, other people like lecture him about when he's taking naps and whatnot. And I'm like, "You're an adult. Like, go have fun." Or when they're like, "Yeah, we're going out with family." I'm like, "Do you want your meds for this time frame? We can do that." I'm like, "Yeah. Do you want them?" Answer the question. Answer the question, Susan. Um, I just counted wrong. And then, and yeah, he wasn't getting the reaction he was hoping for out of me because I am very much a supporter of you are an independent person. This is an independent living facility. Now, mind you, yes, we cook your meals. Yes, we make sure you got your meds. Other than that, you are your own free spirit. Uh, have fun. And that makes people uncomfortable. Yeah. But, I mean, unfortunately, and anyone who has worked in healthcare knows this to be true. Um, there are some people who get into healthcare in order for power. There is perceived power. I'm not one of those people because I'm like, go have fun. You're not bleeding or on fire. As long as there's not something specifically written saying that that person is not allowed to do that, I don't care. And it's not out of apathy. Just like when someone refuses their meds, that's well within their right to refuse their meds. I will be like, "Are you sure? Because this one kind of keeps XYZ going." But if they say no, ultimately, it is their choice to say no. I can't give meds willy nilly. I do have a structure that I have to follow. But oh yes, hi Jules. Yes, tell us the nurse power trip. Skip one and three. I know. Pocket was my rare catch for the day. Oh wow, I'm over here. I'm going. I'm almost to the bottom. Cause yeah, I'm almost to the bottom. Okay, there's that one. Ah, ah. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. We have one resident who's, well, we actually have three residents who have moved in within the past month, who are all like testing their limits and their boundaries and what they can get away with and whatnot. And I use the term what they can get away with very loosely, um, because a lot of the issues are stemming from family. It's not actually the resident that is having the issue, but family is poking in their ear and going, well, you should be doing this, and you have the right to have this and that. And and again, I'm going to reiterate, if you can, and I am able, I'm going to give it to you. Like, if you want Tylenol and you can only have it every 4 hours, and you ask me 2.5 hours before I can give it to you, your answer is going to be no. But if you take Tylenol and you need it and you ask for it like 6 hours later, I'm like, yeah, totally. Like, I'm not trying to withhold things from people. Like, I don't, and and actually, I've been having an inhaler war. So you're only generally supposed to give albuterol when you're short of breath. It is an emergency inhaler, and we have one lady who has one that when she first got here, because she was doing her own meds and everything like that, she took it whenever she wanted to. She was using it so much that the doctor was just pumping her full of free samples because she was just using it so much. Now, she got over to our facility, and the order read that she could only have it every 12 hours. Okay, that's fine. But it wasn't fine for her because she was claiming she was short of breath. Now, mind you, her O2 settings have been in the high 90s. There have been times where her O2 has been higher than mine, and she still gets mad. And technically, we're not supposed to give it unless you're short of breath, like you're actually short of breath. Now, that's not a hill I want to die on. So she just gets her albuterol. The funny thing is now it's been reduced to every 4 hours. We can give it every 4 hours. That woman times it. And she's not making any noise. There's no wheezing, there's no coughing until she hears us within the periphery. And then she starts wow. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like nurses who go on power trips. Um if someone tells you something, it unless you're a clinician and you're able to diagnose, no. I'm not able to diagnose. I will document everything. Like, that's what I do. It's not a matter of if I believe you or not, because that doesn't matter. My thoughts on the situation do not matter. I listen to your doctor, and I listen to the resident to an extent. And that comes to another story that I encountered over this weekend with a gentleman who claimed he had not gone to the bathroom in a week. Now, this is very scary because we had pumped him full of everything that you could think of to make him poop, even the strong stuff. Um, ads. Okie doke. Ads are all done. Um, so he had not gone to the bathroom. He claimed he had not gone to the bathroom in 7 days. So we were worried about it. We got him full of all of the stuff. And then he was just not feeling good. Like when I had come in at 3, I had watched him like just inflate. Like kind of what Jules, like what you go through, where you start off like itty bitty and then something happens and you just poof up. I had watched that, and I was concerned. So I kept an eye on him all evening, and he ultimately chose to go to the ER, and reached out to his family and whatnot. So that was all fine and dandy. Comes out that he has psoriasis. And we were like, wow. Hmm. And that's part of the frustrating part when people move in, is we don't get the truth. And I know that as I go down the line, I will need to be put in a facility very similar to that. And I when I get closer to that time, I'm going to start compiling exactly what I need, and I'm going to try to be as medically neutral about it, as it were. Um, I'd like to think I'm a great patient in the hospital. Um, I get lots of compliments at my doctor's office visits, especially the eye pokey doctor. They're like, "You're so calm and patient." I'm like, "What is getting frustrated and mean gonna help me with? You guys have needles that are going into my eyes." Ah, yeah. Healthcare. If you need a power trip, go work in fast food. Do not. And I hate to say that about fast food, because you shouldn't be. Leaders lead through action. Assholes lead through bossing people around. I don't even call them bosses, but like they're just assholes. Um, and I work every day to try to be a good leader, whether I have the title or not. Yeah, the that is a talent. Like, because I require the butterfly IV, um, as well, because I am a delicate, dainty snowflake. Mm-hmm. Get to good. It, nursing is not a power trip. Being a CNA is not a power trip. And I understand, because I've had to do it. Sometimes you got to do things that a patient doesn't like, but sometimes just telling them why means a lot more than just doing it and telling them to stoof it. Yeah. Well, and when I was doing direct support work in group homes, I saw a lot of power tripping too. It's like, don't. And then when you power trip, you have to write behavior notes. It's like, what? Are you making more paperwork for yourself? Like, what? I have a coworker right now who, by far, has the most behavior notes because, for example, uh, she goes into a room and instead of like asking someone, "Hey, can we do this?" She just like ups and does it, and then the person's like, "Hey." Like she invokes the behavior that she then has to write about. I have noticed that in my experience. Now, I've proudly not been in the hospital for almost a decade now. So I'm gonna keep that trend going. Because here in America, it's awfully expensive. Exactly. It's like, and this particular coworker, it really is. She's just making more work for herself by pretending she knows more, and maybe in some instances she does. But there is value in keeping your mouth shut. Like there's that one lady who really just does not like me. But I've just learned to keep my mouth shut. It's like it's not worth it. I would love to know why. I would love to know what her fucking beef with me is. Oh, but I'm not going to ever have the opportunity to get that answer because I would have to boldface ask her, which well, I don't really mind doing that. My boss has requested that I keep the peace. So, okay. Exactly. Did I? No, I didn't do the I did not do the 3 out there. I'm almost done the section that I'm working on. One and two. So today's goals after I'm done streaming, even though I'm only an hour in, I know. Today's after stream goals um, are mostly just packing up, going through and packing up inventory. I need to make a couple signs. I need to go and make QR codes for all of like the payments that I take in case, because I take all kinds of different. I am, I am not exclusively like, yes, do I have a Shopify? I absolutely do. I prefer the Shopify, but I also have PayPal, I have Venmo, I have Cash App, which apparently when you use Cash App, you're like a drug dealer or something like that, which I'm not 100% sure on. But I gotta make little QR codes so if people just want to scan and send me the money, they can do that. Mm-hmm. Working on getting taking out a lot of duplicates because it is a 2 day event. So I'm gonna take down I'm gonna take down a good stash. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna take down a good stash. But it also allows me to leave some stuff at home, and if I get space and sell stuff, that I can bring more stuff down. Oh, I haven't done a 2 day event at a distance, so this is an experience for me. I mean, it's only an hour and a half, but it's still a little bit of nerve wracking. Like they're like, yeah, you can start setting up at 9 to 11 is the setup, and I'm like, because I worked till 11 at night the day before, so I'm gonna be running on some interesting fumes. Um, Friday, Friday, um, I may or may not stream. I don't know yet. Every other day this week is good. I'll be here tomorrow, Thursday for my long session, and Friday, I don't know yet because I have to load the car up, and uh, it I'm not assuming it won't take all the time before I have to go to work. But I've got to load it up. I got to get the roof thing on, and yeah, I got to do the things, yo. Whew. I'm super excited for this. Like this market, I'm super excited for. I even made sure that I grabbed my 10 by 10 tent and not my 8 by 8. I made that mistake one time. Why are the dogs crying? Yay! I'm so glad. I can hear the dogs crying downstairs. I'm not impressed. I let them out minutes before I came on. Okay. They are baby dogs. Last night, so I finally got the shop vac downstairs. I got it all cleaned from working up in the new stream zone. I got it down from there. Um, and I cleaned it all up, and I finally vacuumed downstairs last night. Um, there was a lot of dog fur. So then I was like, hey, I wonder I wonder how tolerant these guys are. They let me shop vac them. Um, and I got another, like, I have a 9 gallon shop vac. Now, mind you, fur is fluffy and light, so it wasn't a big deal. Go lay down. Um, so me saying, "Hey, it's full," isn't like a true 9 gallons of fur, but I filled it, and then when I shop vac them, and they let me, it filled it again. Ah, Okay, and then there should be. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now I have one more row in this little section. We'll see how far we've gotten. I think maybe 150 stitches. Now the goal is 220. Or maybe 180, because it started off at 880, so yeah, it's 180 that we're looking for. But that only brings us to 20,000 stitches. Now I have 20,000 stitches and 7% as my goal today. Uh, oh yeah, I need to start post. Like I didn't like the double post. Okay, that was a skip 3. Mm, I'm gonna mute for a second so I can yell at the dogs. I got grumbled at. So I've been in preparation. I don't know as if that I'll need lights because the market's only from it's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So in the middle of at the end of July, it's still very light during those hours. But I might want to accent some of my items, so that's why I have my lights charging and I have many portable lights, and I was like, where are all my charging cords? Now, up until 3 seconds ago, I couldn't have told you. But looking over at a pile of stuff, I have now found all of my charging cords. I had a couple, and I have things charging, uh, but it was just like, where did they all go? And I found them. Okay, I'm hitting the check mark. I'm hitting the check mark to see what I got going on. Ooh, 6.99%. And 2 more stitches until 20,000 stitches. So 19,998. So I am super duper pleased. I'll be hitting both of those goals today. And I'm actually probably going to get this color done today too. So that's another win. Woo woo. I wouldn't be able to do half as much. I wouldn't be able to give you half as many details on this if it weren't for Pattern Keeper. So if you do cross stitch or diamond art, if you do blank diamond art, like I have plans for a blank diamond art project somewhere in the future. But right now I use it just for cross stitch. Okay, so one, two. So I have a little bit left in this area here. We're gonna see how there's lots of reaching gonna be going on. Let's see. 1, 2. Gap of 3. So I'm working in a 20 block here. And then there's a few that are a little further down that loop back up that are in the middle of nowhere. So this is an interesting setup I got going on. But this is the flat spot. Right here is the flat spot in between the ears of the wolf. So the next page will probably be the other ear, I think. We get to see more of the wolf than we do Captain Penis. And sooner too. Wolf showed up on page 2. Captain Penis won't even show up till like page 12. And that's just his hair. I'm gonna make a barker that says having problems on Twitch, try my YouTube, and I'm gonna have to get my YouTube channel link. Also, I can make it a command too. And then My brain is trying to plot in the future for the next little section, but it's wild. So I'll I'll just finish up where I'm working, and then I'll figure the rest out. Mm. Mhm. There's that. I'm so glad that my YouTube channel is getting used, even if it's solely because Twitch sucks. Mhm. I'm gonna have to start a new piece of string. No. But on the upside, we're gonna get a color finish on the page. Now, I used 823 as a palette cleanser. Do I want to tackle the several sessions that will be 939, or do I want to go for another small palette cleanser? Because I have other colors that I can utilize. But legitimately, most of the color on this page are the black, which is all done, the 939, and I think the color I'm working on is the third big color of the page, which isn't that big. Let's see. Let me zoom out. I'm gonna see how many pages I have left till the row is done. So there's only a page and a half left before I reach the end of the project. Like before I start going down another row. So we are actually trucking right along. No regrets. But yeah, the next page starts up the next ear, and the last, it's not even a whole page. Like it's four full pages across, and it's, I want to say, half a page for the end. So Is YouTube working better, Pocket? Trying to figure out where some of my things went. Marco, am I still in existence? It got really quiet really fast. Okay. Ah, okay. There's that. Okay. I gotta find my spots over here. Yes. But I found all their plugs, so the lights are good. Um, I'm just charging up all my battery packs, all my, just making sure that they're all good to, so I have power. Because there's no power and there's apparently no Wi-Fi, but as long as I have cell service. I also need to make a sign that says cash preferred, but we do have, because a couple of my items are kind of pricey. So, okay, so that's 8, that's 10, 12 from that point. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm glad that my YouTube barks work too. Okay, so I lined up. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I got a gap of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. They try to get all the monies that they can out of you. Okay. I have this little cluster right here, and then I have like 3 stitches that are off in the ass end of nowhere. So okay, and just for the sake of making myself happy, we have reached 20,000 stitches. Woo woo! And we have also reached 7%. Now, July's goal is 7.5%. So, only 0.5% left, which I think we can do. But 20,000 stitches, baby. 20,000. Well, 20,037, but all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a gap of 5. And then, oh, if I could, there we go. It did not play for me. So if it played for you, awesome. Okay. So now I have 2 more stitches. I put that one there, and now I have 2 more off in this area right here to finish the color on this page. And it's in a field of 939. Like from here to the end of the page is almost solid 939. Did not. Okay, I'll refund you. Some of them work, some of them do not. It is very frustrating. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, what you see is what you think is black. Let me pull it up here. Oh, it's often called dance, but 939 is very, very dark, very dark blue. Okay, but I gotta count. Okay, so we go. This is 7 up, which is very handy. So I'm gonna, from here that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is on a grid line. And then I'm gonna move myself over here so that when I hit it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I go over 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I have this one. And what is going on? I have to go see what someone is barking at. I have furry children. It's rough because husband creature's trying to sleep, and we have Pixie barking at nothing. Could have been a squirrel, could have been a kitty, but she was essentially barking at nothing. Furry children. Funny enough, I do hear stuff, so let's see what's going on. Lay down. They really are furry children. Hello. I'm glad that you exist. My dogs are being assholes, so I'm checking the cameras. Make sure that there are no imminent threats. I'm pretty sure the threat that was alerted to was a kitty or a squirrel. Because honestly, there's been nothing. Oh, that was me coming home. I'm like, what is going on? So yeah, I actually have left the house already today. I had to go pick up my meds. Okay, I have one more stitch in 823. So Dragon, I've hit over 20,000 stitches in this, and I've hit 7%. So we're having a good day, and we're about to get a color finish for 823 on the page, mind you, but still color finish. That is quite a hospital stay. Kind of jealous because down here in the States, your hospital stay is my house payment for a long time, maybe my entire house cost. 3. Okay, so I want to go 2, 4, 5 up from where I just was. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and does that 5 put me at the bottom? 5 puts me at the top. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the bottom because it's really just a gap of 4. Okay, so I'm at the bottom corner, so now I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go over 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here we are. And this is the last stitch of 823 on this page. Ooh. You know, pretty intense. Like, woo, woo. Fine for delivery. Is it for today? Jules, have you gotten yours? On the upside, they make cute accessories for the ostomy. We're gonna try to make poop cute again. I have Mega Made 3000 in my mailbox, so I'm hoping once I'm done stream, I'm gonna take some preliminary pictures, and that's what I'm gonna do for August. August is gonna be Mega Made 3000. Or at least some streams in August are gonna be Mega Made. Yeah, that's a bit much. I was kind of thinking like they make fanny packs kinda that are specifically for ostomy bags. Yeah, 150 a pair is an instant nope. It's kind of like they make cute little diabetes pumps accessories, and they're just, I look at them and they're just so expensive. It's like, and most of them are just like little doodads. It's like, how do you feel good about charging $25 for, and a lot of the times it's only something you can use once or twice. Oh, yeah. Okay, there. I'm trying to pick my next color because 823, funny enough, was a big color for the page. That is insane. Jeez, damn. Like, I don't mind paying like $75, $100 for a good bra. Don't get me wrong. I'm all over that. A nice, comfortable bra that doesn't have under. I will pay. But I mean, and I guess like for example, like hoping for temporary status. If it's temporary, no, $150 is not worth it. But the older ladies where it's more of a permanent situation, it might be a good investment for them. Or the older people, because gentlemen can get it too. Gentlemen can have ostomies too. Okay. I'm trying to pick a color. Sorry, guys. Like, there's literally 3 big colors, and I'm really trying to avoid 939 right now. So, I just don't wanna. I'm gonna have to eventually, but. I know one of the colors. Okay, so. I mean, that's one that I could do. I could have 2 color finishes today. And I just might. This is like I'm looking at all like the little colors, um, and it's not even funny. There's a lot of the little colors, but there's just like one or two stitches of them. Okay, I'm gonna do 336, which is a lovely shade of blue. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so 336. 356. 334. I don't know why it was upside down, but it was. Okay. I think I'm driving the dogs bananas by saying okay, but they're just gonna have to deal with it. That's 500. That's what I'm working on Captain Penis is 500. Yes, 336 is that blue. My 939 is wandered off. I wonder where it went. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna take it and bring it back over to where it belongs. Okay. Doobie doo. So, and this is the color that I'm avoiding. Is 939. But 336 is where we're gonna go. And I'll probably call it a stream after that. Call it a day. Mm-hmm. Doobie-doo. Okay. We are going over to the edge of the page because this takes up a couple spots here and just like a clump here. So okay, so there's 3, and then we'll start here. I can't. The dogs are just crying. I'm over it because I let them out at 9:35, and they are fine. Yes, I'm glad that I was able to that you were able to show up and you had the spoons for it, and I guess I'm a low intensity stream to weasel your way back into the social circle. Because while I'm all about you being back, I totally understand the oh that you're going through. I wrong hold it. Here we go. It's all good. We got we got the chilling going on here. Yeah, I think after I get this little clump done, I'm calling it a day. It'll be close to noon anyway, so. But two color finishes, 20,000 stitches, and a little over 20,000 stitches, and a little over 7%. So it's been a good day. Oh, it happens. I have been there. I've played that game. Okay, so that's the area I'm looking in. Okay, so there's the 2 deck. We do. Okay. Side brick is all done, and then one on a diagonal. And then we have a little clumpy down here. Yes. Yes. I'm hoping for that too. Like we have all collectively gone through enough suffering. Um we can all be done. We can all be done with it. Hmm? Oh, so Friday, yeah, Friday, husband creature and I were off getting ice cream. Um, and we live super close to the airport, so interesting, uh, interesting air things aren't generally surprising. But let me tell you, um, how surprised we were when we saw a team of Apache helicopters um, fly over where we were eating our ice cream. And the Apache helicopters are the little attack helicopters. I use little very loosely, but that's what they are. Is they're little attack helicopters. They have all the pew pews for days. Yeah, they were flying around town. And we were told they were gonna be in the area, but hearing about it and then seeing them are two totally different games. Ugh, I'm gonna have to get a new piece of string. Damn it. Well, compared to other helicopters, they are relatively small. I mean, they're not as small as Life Flight, but they're not the Raptors. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. well, well, the when they were flying overhead on Friday, they were not being quiet. Um, they were not in stealth mode. Actually, the first time they flew over, I was on stream. I think husband creature has woken himself up. Okay, I have one, two, three. I have 5 lines left, and then I'll be calling it a day. And I'll have another color finish. Yes, I know he's awake. The dogs feel the need to inform me. Well, he generally would be sleeping now, much later, but he is doing something with Magic the Gathering, secret layer, something. So he set an alarm. Okay, and then here, here. And this is the last line of the day. Skip 1 and 2. Okay, there we go. Ugh. So I shared with you ladies like a cooling cap from like TikTok shop or something like that. All you gotta say is hey, I'm interested in that. As I have triple double protected insured stuff, so if you want it, I can get it for you. Okay, so all done, 336 on the page, color finish, woo woo woo. Okay, so today we got 218 stitches done, which is awesome, but the big goal is we got over 20,000 stitches, so we're at 20,098, so almost 20,100, which is pretty good. And we are at 7.02%. So we rock this world. We got 2 color finishes, and it's awesome. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. Stay cool if it's hot, stay hot if it's cool, and I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. to continue the epic journey and maybe start working on 939 on Divine Instinct.